Hello, my dear grade 7 students. So this is Ma'am Jane again, your English teacher, and I will be explaining in this video the first part of English Quarter 2 Module 6 entitled Developing Critical Thinking Through Word Analogy. So don't be confused because when you receive this module, in the next distribution, you will see Quarter 2 Module 6. But your score in this activity will be recorded under quarter number 3 because this module is the remaining module in the second quarter. So we need to finish this one. Okay, so I know you are very much familiar with analogy because we already discussed this one under quarter number 1, module number 1. So when we say analogy, it is based on the relationship of words. You need to analyze the pair of words for you to find their relationship. And through analogy, through analyzing an analogy, you will develop critical thinking because you will think. You will think of the proper word to supply the incomplete analogy, and so on and so forth. So, in the next part of this module, of course, one of the most important parts, we have here this one, what I need to know. So, what you need to know in this module, so we have many objectives. First, you will learn to identify the 6 types of analogies based on the relationship of words. So, we will be discussing that sooner or later. Next, analyze relationships presented in an analogy. So that is the purpose why we discuss analogy, for you to analyze the relationship between words and for you to develop critical thinking. Next, determine the meaning of new words through the use of analogies. So imagine with the use of analogies, you can improve or you can widen your vocabulary. Next, supply other words or expressions that complete an analogy. So this one is your task for today. And the last one, you will create a comparative paragraph that uses analogy. So in the future, you will be writing a paragraph in where you will compare. And through comparing, you will use analogy. So the first written task in this activity is what I know. So in this what I know, we have here the word bank. And this word bank will be your choices. So we have here how many words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Because in this activity, you will be answering 15 items. 15 numbers. So what are you going to do? Very easy. So all you need to do is to complete the analogy, just like what I said a while ago. You need to supply the needed word for you to complete the analogy. So for you to have a hint, for you to have a clue on how to answer this one, you need to analyze the relationship between this pair. So hunger is to food, so what is their relationship? Of course, if you are hungry, you need food. And this one, thirst is to blank. If you are thirsty, what are you going to do? Okay, so try to analyze the pair, the first pair, for you to find out the word that you need to supply to complete this analogy, the next pair. And again, analyze the first pair for you to answer the second pair. Because in analogy, we have 2 pair of words. Okay. Next, the next task that you need to answer is this one. What's new? So what's new is divided into first part and second part. So this will be the first part. So we have here the drawing. So we have here the hot and the cold. That is number 1. Number 2, the fire and the smoke. Number 3, slice and loaf. 4, scissors and cut. 5, student and study. And stinky, smelly. So try to put these words in the proper type of analogy. So we have here the 6 types of analogy. So I would like you to put these words in the proper type. For example, slice and loaf. So is it or are they synonyms? When we say synonyms, words with the same meaning. When we say antonyms, those are the words with different meaning. For example, ugly and pretty. Number 3, when we say cause and effect, for example, if there is rain, what will be the effect? There is flood. Or if there are garbages everywhere, there will be floodings. That is cause and effect. So when you study your lesson very well, the effect will be you will pass. You will have a high grade. Next, number 4, when we say performer to action, so performer means the person and what he is doing or what is he doing. For example, actor is to act, just like that. Dancer is to dance. So that is about performer to action. Number 5, object to function. So when we say object, the thing and the function is the one that it does. For example, cell phone is to text, just like that, or calculator is to compute. So calculator is an object, it is a thing, and the function of that is to compute. And the last one, part to whole. For example, mouse, this mouse, the one that I am using, is the part of a computer. So that is part to whole. So all you need to do is to write this in the proper type. Is hat or are hat and cold synonyms? Antonyms, cause and effect, performer to action, object to function, or part to whole. The next activity is this one. So you need to read this poem, and if you will notice, there are underlined words. So those words will be used in this part. So from the given words in this poem, try to find out which words are synonyms. When we say synonyms again, words with the same meaning. So you need to find 2 pairs. Next, from these words, kindly look for antonyms. When we say antonyms, words with different meaning. And then 2 pairs for cause and effect, 2 pairs for performer to action, and another 2 for object to function, and the last one, another 2 for part to whole. Okay, so that will be the activity for today. Later, I will be sending the copy of this activity in your GC. So if you have a question, don't hesitate to message me privately, or if you like, in our group chat, Everlasting. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Take care.